save me some.
Hello, my friends. How you doing today? I am doing well, and welcome back to another episode of My Happiness. Yes, I'm here to bring you joy. I'm here to bring you joy and happiness into your life with every ongoing episode that I do, and I'm here to talk about movies and music and my life and toys and whatever I'm into collecting right now. I will tell you that I received a gift. This has been in a couple of videos already, but I don't think I talked about it. But I received a gift from one of the children. And I got to tell you right now, this is... Come here, you. Come here. I don't want to knock down anything, but this right here is probably one of the prides of my collection right now. This bear. I had a child graduate, gave me this bear, and it was the most heartwarming, wonderful thing that ever happened in my life. I mean, there's a lot of things that happened in my life, but one of them. I was gonna miss her immensely. I mean, she was just, there's just some children in the world, in your life, or I'm sure you've been through this, that just bring you joy. Like, they don't even have to say anything. They just bring you joy. They just from the visual, just to see them show up brings you joy. I mean, and then you got some that they come walking up and you're like, oh no, not that one again. Couldn't they take a day off?
There is a great disturbance in the force.
And those are the ones that usually never take a day off. But you got the ones that just absolutely, they put out this like aura of happiness and joy. And that was this child that gave me this. Now on the belly it says, here's a special hug between us two. So you are always with me and I am always with you. She gave me this, and inside here is a picture of her, which I'm not going to open because, you know, that's not right. Okay, it's not right for me to. I don't put the children's pictures and stuff like that, because that's not. You can't do it. So it's against my teaching ethics rules, and I could be in trouble for it. But anyway, inside here is a picture of the child. But the saying on the belly is unbelievable. And she handed me this doll, this thing, and she gave it to me, and she squeezed the hand. And the hand actually has her singing in, I hope I don't mess, I believe it's Spanish, okay? Because I had gone to her birthday party, and they sang happy birthday to her in English. Everybody saying happy birthday to her. And then all of a sudden her entire family broke into happy birthday to her in, I believe it was Spanish. I'm going to hit the button. And you can tell me what language this is, okay? Because I'm pretty sure I feel very stupid right now because I'm pretty sure it's Spanish. So she gave me the bear, and I asked her to sign it. Okay, that's it. Now I know a little bit ridiculous, maybe a little bit, but listen, I'm a very sentimental guy. Okay, I don't let things go, and I don't take things very lightly. So I asked her. I said, "Can you do me a favor? Can you please sign it for me?" Well, first I asked her. I said, "Listen," after she gave me the bear, I said, "Can you sing it to me for real?" And the little girl was so sweet. She's like, she didn't really want to do it because class was all there. The whole class was sitting there. She didn't want to do it. But then she's like, she just broke into song. And I said, "Thank you." And she said, "No problem." And then I asked her if she could sign it for me. Because she meant that much to me. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I make these videos, I've made these. I don't want to fall, please. Please don't fall. Hang on. You can stay like that for now. I'll fix you later. And let's make this very clear. This where I record here is not just what I call my recording studio, but this is also my bedroom. So every morning I wake up in the morning, that's what I see. I see that bear, and it reminds me of this child that I lost. You know, that graduated and moved on, but still had a lot of love for me, and I had a lot of love for her, and I still do, and she still does. And to me, that floored me. That gift brought me to instant tears. I'm a grown man, you know what I mean? But I'll tell you right now, when it comes to emotions and stuff like that, I'm all about teaching children it's okay to cry. Okay, it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to cry. Okay, it's okay to be a boy and cry. Because a lot of my male students, they don't want to cry because their dad's like, oh, you're a boy. Boys don't cry. No, listen, boys do cry. Sometimes you gotta cry. Sometimes you gotta ugly cry. Sometimes listen, I'll get in the shower sometimes and I'll have a rough day and I'll just ugly cry. I'll cry. I'll be in the shower. And the shower will be on and everything. The wife will be in the other room, whatever, and I'll just break down into tears. So it's very important to me that kids understand that, you know, it's all about the love. Okay, it's all about the love, and that thing right there is a symbol of love. I know it's just a bear, stuffed bear with a little voice thing in it, but it symbolizes something. It's got a meaning behind it. I mean, that child and the child's parents went out and purchased that bear. I've done stuff like this in the past with my own kids, so I know how long it takes probably to get a child to be able to record a song like that in its entirety. You might have to do like 10, 20, 30 takes, and if you're OCD like me, my daughter to this day still has like trauma from me having to sing If I Turn Back Time when we used to play like a rock band, because I was like, can you sing it again? Can you sing it again? Can you sing it again? She's like, because you used to get graded by by how high, you know, you played rock band before, you know that your voice has to be a certain pitch and your thing has to be a certain thing. And so while we were playing, I'd be playing the guitar and she'd be over to sing, and I'm like, it's gonna be a certain pitch, it's gonna be a certain thing, and we played over and over. So I know how difficult it is to get a child to sound that perfect. Now I could be totally wrong. I might be really stupid right now, and that child just sings like that all the time. Normally, I tell you, the little girl has a beautiful voice that just it gives me chills, and I was gonna admit, I am so thankful for that gift. That gift right now is like top tier. I've been given gifts by parents before in the past, and I do treasure every single one, and I do keep every single one. I did get a Deadpool that was actually crocheted or sewn or whatever by it's on my desk. That one I kept in front of my desk. It's kind of hugging my cup holder, but that was given to me by another child that meant so much to me. And he had asked his I think I'm messing this up. It was his aunt. I think it was his aunt. Was his aunt? No, it wasn't his aunt. Wow, this is terrible. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'm back. I scrolled or whatever things for me. It was his meme. His meme had made this for me. Wow, for some reason I was thinking aunt. I don't know why in my head I was thinking aunt. It's always the meme or the grandma, the vavo or vavu or whatever, vavo that does it. It's a meme. The meme made it for me, and it was a Deadpool, and I got it on my desk, hanging onto the thing there, and the funny thing is the meme was a bus driver for years. It still is a bus driver, I believe. And her thing was just she crochet these characters, and I was like, I want a Deadpool. And I had said that actually at the beginning of the year, but he always remembered it. And he told the meme that that's what I wanted, and he brought one in for me as a gift, his parting gift, you know, before he graduated. And it's another one of those things that is just, it's treasured. It's on my desk whenever I'm doing my lesson plans or whatever. Things have different meanings and places in my house, you know, where I put things. That one I look over and it makes me think of him while I'm doing my schoolwork and stuff. And this one is motivation for me to get up and go to work every morning. So I get up and I look at this thing and I'm like, yeah, there's the reason why I do what I do every day. With that said, let's move on, because my head, it's been, listen, it's 100 degrees right now where I am at, and I am in a sweatshirt. We do not have air conditioners, so this is murder. I will tell you that right now. But for you, I'm recording today. with the passing of Miss Shelley Duvall, I was able to obtain this, which is now one of my other prized possessions that I'm going to stick into my things. Autographed Shelley Duvall olive oil. This is a PSA DNA authorized with the certificate of authenticity on the back. Has been confirmed that is authentic, and on top of that, to even pass on even more authenticity, so I know 150% that this is actually Shelley Duvall's handwriting, and that this actually had touched Miss Duvall's hands. There is actually a photograph I have of her signing it. The only deal is that the seller, he had put his what do they call it? Like so you couldn't make copies of it. He put like his little thing over it, whatever. And I asked him, I said, listen, can you give me? This is a little bit of a sad thing. I'm like, can you give me a copy of that without the writing on it? And he's like, oh, no, I can't do that because this has been actually on auction for probably about so many years now, whatever. So this is the deal with, I guess, life in general. When you die, that's when people care about you, okay? Because I've always been a gigantic Popeye fan, as far as the Popeye, not Popeye the cartoon, okay? Popeye with Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall. Big fan. I can quote it. I love it. Love this movie so much. This is a part of my childhood. This is a part of my adulthood. I love it. I'll tell you right now, probably one of my favorite Robin Williams roles. I think he played Popeye. I can't even think of another man or another person ever playing Popeye besides Robin Williams. And I actually played the she needs me, no, he needs me, 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 that one, okay, to my wife last night, and it's Shelley Duvall singing the song to Robin Williams. And I told my wife, I said, I could not think of another person that could have played Olive Oil than Shelley Duvall. Now, a lot of people might know Shelley Duvall and love her for The Shining. I look at that as an excellent acting ability. She was amazing in The Shining. So was Jack Nicholson, amazing in The Shining. But it wasn't her favorite role to play. She was actually tormented very, very badly in that movie. She was traumatically... She had a trauma from that movie, from doing that movie, because Stanley Kubrick was so very pushy and 400 takes later, you're not crying enough. Let's put more fear into you or whatever. She wasn't very happy with making The Shining, is what I've heard from every single interview she's ever had. She's happy she's happy she did the movie. She's happy that the movie brought her so much success, but it was very painful for her to make that movie. Now, Popeye, she loved doing, and working with Robin Williams, she loved. And what I think is so cool about this, I didn't even notice this on when I bought it from the dealer, is not only did she sign it Shelley Duvall olive with the heart, but she put a heart on Robin Williams' sleeve. And I just noticed that when it came in the mail, and I had to open this right away because my mailman, for some reason, it's 100 degrees and he puts our mail in the sun. I was afraid that it was going to get destroyed or damaged. Luckily, it did not get destroyed or damaged. So I had to open it right away, make sure it was safe, make sure it did not melt, make sure it did not, wasn't messed up. So when I opened it and I started actually looking at it, even when I went to go purchase it, I didn't even look at it that closely. I was just happy to be able to get a copy that was actually authorized and everything. That get a photo that was authorized, because of the passing. But the heart on the sleeve to me means more. It brings even more to this picture, because the way I take this is her love for Robin Williams as an actor, as a professional, as a person. And being that I feel very Robin Williams like sometimes, I think that's a beautiful little extra that I am very proud to have in my collection. So I thought I'd share that with you. That came in, and then I got one package, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Yes, I'm gonna wrap it up early, boys and girls. This is just a short video. This comes from Blow Out of Here Video eBay. If you watch this channel for a while, if if you haven't been watching the channel, it's time for you to hit the subscribe button. It's time for you to hit the like button. It's time to share, do all those fun things. But Blow Out of Here has been my go-to place for physical media for a while now because they got the best prices. And they seem to have all the stuff that I'm looking for. If I can't find it on Amazon, they're sold out. If I go on, forget about going to Target or a Walmart anymore because they got nothing. So I go to Blow Out of Here Video, and they've usually had what I have been looking for. Oh, okay. All right. So if you've been watching my videos lately, I believe the last video I made was me unboxing or opening up the Tom Baker collection of Doctor Who. And this is the Peter Davison collection of Doctor Who. This is the complete season 2. The only thing this has actually 9 discs in it. The only thing I wish that they would do with these Doctor Who sets is release them in order. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because they're trying to find different stuff, you know, to put on these videos, that they're kind of releasing them sporadically. You're kind of getting like some Tom Baker, and then you get some William Hartnell, and then you'll get some Peter Davison, and then you'll get some who else? Well, let me draw the blank back here for Doctor Who's here. Let me see. I can't read because I'm going blind. Up there. Who's up there? Wow. I can't see it. Forget it. Yeah, you Doctor Who fans, you know who the original Doctors were. Let's just say that most people didn't even know that there was Doctors before Tom Baker, and didn't know that there were Doctors after Tom Baker until this guy showed up. Wow, they know what a great box set this is. Yeah, this is the new box set. I can't even remember what celebrates the legacy. Nothing, no information, nothing on it. This box whatsoever that says the names of the actors or the doctors. That's stupid. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know. They thought Tom Baker was the guy, and then afterwards it was I'm trying to think of his name. It's not so. He was in the remake of Fright Night. The Fright Night remake, I believe. He played the character that McDowell played. Not McDowell. Yeah. Why am I having such a hard time today? I'm having a hard time remembering everything today. It's not Malcolm McDowell. Roddy McDowell. Okay, he played the character that Roddy McDowell played in the original Fright Night. I think that the doctors kind of were a little off until they got to cut to him again. But anyway, because I'm a collector and a completist, I had to get this set. Now, I like I said before, if you're not collecting these Blu-ray sets of Doctor Who and you're a Doctor Who fan, shame on you, because they are doing a great job of restoring old footage, of adding new footage, of fixing things that we've never seen before. I mean, I got all these DVDs, hundreds and hundreds, and actually thousands of dollars I've invested in DVD sets, these DVD collections back here. And I'll tell you right now, this little set probably makes up like 20 of those that's up there. So to be able to consolidate them and get this kind of quality on 1 disc or 2 discs or 9 discs or whatever is unbelievable. And all the stuff that they're doing nowadays is just great. This is the 5. It comes with extra stuff. 5 Doctors 40th anniversary restoration. Brand new updated special effects, which I spoke about in the other one, how they actually they put new footage on the outside of the ship or whatever, or even when they show outer space or whatever it is, the outer space looks 10 times better than it did back in the day. But it also gives you the option to watch it the way you did when you were a kid. If you were born during the Peter Davison days and he was your doctor, then you get to see it the way you saw it when you were a kid. Just like I got to see Tom Baker the way it was when I was a kid, and now I get to see it even better. It has Look Who's Driving, a documentary, In Conversation, a documentary, brand new featurettes, including a new interview with Martin Clune, In Conversation with Matthew Sweet, and chats to Janet Fielding and Sarah Sultan, which I believe were the Doctor's assistants in other Doctor Who franchises. Yeah, like Doctor Who. I like some sci-fi stuff, so I gotta add that to my collection. With that said, my friends, I am off today. You know, I started taking this new medication, and it's been messing with my my thought process, my mind. I've been like really like forgetting a lot of things lately. I think I need to do a little research. The funny thing is I did a little research on the medication before I started taking the medication. Probably the sign that I probably shouldn't have taken the medication was when one of the side effects includes death. When a side effect in medication, the last one, it's usually the last one. I think they like to ease into it. Okay, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, and death. You know what I mean? I probably should have um did a little more research. You know, and especially when I do know for a fact that the last one was right before seizures and possible coma was death. Okay, so yeah, the medication I've been a little off lately. So if I'm forgetting names, I'm forgetting things, bear with me. Okay, they say it after 6 weeks or whatever, the medication will get into my system properly, and I'll start to be able to articulate things properly, and I'll start to feel the effects of the high. I've had a Cypress Hill moment there. Yeah, my mind will start to be able to process things a little bit better. But right now, my mind is all over the place. Sincere apologies to Meme Diana for me not remembering her name. It should have popped. Okay, the child's name pops. I remember his name like nothing. Just like the little girl that gave me that could remember it like nothing. But sometimes when it comes to the parents, because I guess it's because I spend so much time with the kids and not so much time with the parents or especially grandparents or whatever, I tend to forget their names or whatever it is. Except for a few parents, there's actually quite a few parents that I remember very 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 well, because I'm in contact with them all the time. You know, they're either friends with me on Facebook or friends with me on Instagram, or I talk to them personally. You know, they send me personal messages asking me advice, or just telling me how their kids are doing or whatever. So those are the ones that kind of like stay embedded in my head. But a meme, I mean, I deal with memes, Gigi's, Mimi's, Vavos, grandmas, you know, sometimes it slips. So I apologize, because I'll tell you, that gift was unbelievable, and I am very very thankful for it. I'm sure I probably already put a picture of it somewhere in the video, so you got to see what I ended up getting. And that thing over there will be with me. Matter of fact, I am might be a little bit crazy. I am requesting that gets buried with me. I am requesting that thing is going to be in my coffin up on the top somewhere, and is going to be buried with me. No joke. Not my kid. That's not one of my kids. Okay, but it is one of my kids. Okay, does that make sense? Does that make sense to people? Because when you are in my care for a period of time, and I grow to love and care for you, I will always love and care for you. I got children that graduated 8 years ago, 9 years ago, that I still love and care for, and their parents still reach out to me on Facebook every once in a while with pictures of them now. I still run into them at different places, and they still run up and give me hugs as 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 12-year-old, whatever children. Okay, remembering what time we spent together, and it means a lot to me. Okay, that means a lot to me, and that thing I am specially requesting be put somewhere in my casket as I'm being lowered into the ground, because it just gives that's a symbol of like pure love. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I said this the other day to one of the I think it was one of the parents. I said, and this is the truth, when it comes to adults, sometimes when adults give you hugs and tell you they love you, you might want to watch they're not trying to stab you in the back. But when a child gives you a hug and tells you they love you, that's the purest kind of love, because they don't need to do that. They don't have to do anything. They do it because they choose to do it. some adults choose to do things out of obligation. They feel like they're obligated to give you that hug, obligated to tell you this thing, obligated to make you feel a certain way or whatever. And sometimes they have ulterior motives. You never know if they have an ulterior motive, you know what I mean? And then there are some that just do it out of pure love. But in my practice of life, I've seen too much of the hug with the stab in the back more than the hug with the addition of love backing it up. And that thing right there was just a symbol of pure love. And what would be better than to go with a symbol of pure love in my casket? And with that said, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you each and every day. Thank you for viewing. I will see you later.
You should have saved me some.